Alrighty. Welcome back, folks. Roth here. Sorry for the late start. Let's see if we can get started. Let me see if I can swap to the monitor view. Oh. I don't know why it still shows the Steam client. Apparently, KartRider Drift is finally out. Sadly, I didn't get to beta test this, but I've known about it for a while, like for the past couple years, I want to say, and got into the beta. I got a hold of the beta key through the email. Never got to play it, sadly, but apparently it's currently out. This is an old school kart racer game, circa I want to say mid 2000s. I want to say around 2005-ish, 2006. It used to be a thing. MySpace era, KartRider was a thing, and now there's a remake of that specific game, and I may want to feature it someday. Yeah, it's a racing game, competitive. Dead Space is out, or not out, but on the way really soon. There's a remake. I think this is the remake. And we'll see, pre-purchase Dead Space and get Dead Space 2 at launch. Interesting. Couldn't they just offer all 3 games? Or at least the first 2? Originals, I mean? With this remake? But I guess story-wise it makes sense. Even though I already have both the original and part 2 in my Steam library, which I'll probably play someday. I mean, I haven't played the Steam version, but I still have the original. Played the original through, and second one, I think I streamed it, I want to say a few years after it launched. Anyways, let's boot up Scribblet, and I'll try to finish the Ash drawing tonight. We'll see. Hey there, Josh. I'm gonna swap back to the Steam view. What is happening with my my Windows today? Hold up. Oh man, I don't know what it is today. So I just booted up the computer. Well, first I did some cleaning and reattached some cables to the TV setup that I have, and I tried to get some of the setup done and reconnected the old Wii system. You know, some of the game systems, they're working correctly, and the batteries are charged. I made sure to charge some of the batteries, AA batteries, for the Wii remote and all that. Did a lot of stuff, and booted up the computer, and I don't know. I think it might have refreshed everything. I mean, all the files seems to be there, but I don't know if something happened to the directory or there's an update or something. As I boot up Windows, Windows asking me to finish installation. What? And it welcomed me with that Windows welcome hello thing. I don't know. And now we're booting up Scribblet, and it doesn't recognize my profile. Is it because there was an update? Wait, hold on. Let me close this real quick and then boot it back up, because apparently there's a new update. There's a patch note here, and I think it may have fixed the that bug that I've been having, which is the what's it called, the color picker tool thing that didn't work, and I think they fixed that. They finally fixed it. So here's the current update for Scribblet. Let's see. Patch 1.7.3.0. I think it was a 0.2 last time. 7.2. And now there's a 0.3. Happy New Year. Start off with 2023 with an update. Yeah, there's a whole list of this. New sites word package. Huh. So this is like, from what I read in the excerpt, it's like famous locations, and they call it sites. So can't wait to try that out. Let's see what else here. Where is that reporting button to artworks? Interesting. This is where you want to report like lewd artworks or something that are just inappropriate. Loading screen for some players. Okay, see, like now this might be something that I'm experiencing right now, and it could be another bug that's stuck like ongoing. Drawing player is not correctly scored for white metal and guess it. Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Votes. Yeah, there you go. Fix eyedropper tool doesn't work. Like the way they word that. So I've already thumbed this up because I've already like skimmed through it and saw that they put that update in there. All right, so with this backup, hopefully it will detect my profile. Because if it doesn't, then I don't know if I can bring the old drawings in. But I feel like it should detect the old drawings, right? I don't know what happened previously where this had happened and oh no. Let's see, Simon, guide you through the game, set up your profile together. Okay, let's just type in my name and see what happens. Or maybe this is just because like, ah man, I've got a feeling it's just the update that doesn't detect the old files. Look at this. Where's my where's my Frankenstein's monster? Ah man. Alright, looks like it doesn't detect my progress in Scribblet anymore. Oh my gosh, every time they push out an update, I don't know, man. I don't know. It distracts. Inconvenience. Alright, hopefully they detect my aught. Okay. Good. Good. So these are the previous drawings that we did last Sunday, I think. We're gonna be finishing this drawing. I feel like this, I don't know. There's gonna be like a lot of stuff to do. I think for the most part, this is like, I want to say this is like pretty much half finish. Looking at this and I'm seeing what is there I could fix, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot. The chainsaw is gonna be a different form. I feel this is a made-up design. I sort of made up this chainsaw design that's not accurate to how it is in the movies or comics. So I may have to redo this chainsaw. Imagine if I made it like more toony looking, like it's like curved and modulated. Not modulated, but like, I don't know what's the word to call it. Like wacky looking, I don't know. Let's see, favorites. Alright. Let's go to creative mode. Open artworks. I don't think I need to explain this, right? Let's see, show folder. There you go, edit. There you go. So yeah, Scribblet. It's a free app you can download from Steam. And they continue to, push updates every now and then. Improvements, bug fixes, whatever. New features. Tend to feature on Sundays as I'm playing through it. online Pictionary game, you know, draw, guess the prompts, take turns. And they have a drawing mode, creative mode, where you can just draw freely. I think you can invite people too if you want. Chat window here. I don't know if there is a way to invite from here though. I feel like there could be an invite here, like an invite button to have more people join in and draw like together or something. That would be neat. But you can also do this solo. Ruby. So here's the canvas. It's a rehauled. I like this rehauled, renewed version. Previously, the canvas was a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if this is 16 by 9, but hopefully it is the that ratio. Or else it may seem a little bit smaller than 16 by 9. Tools here are very basic. Brush, eraser, paint fill, lines. I think they brought back the line tool, although I've never seen it gone missing. It's always been there for me, but I think for some reason, like I think other players or other regions might have gotten their line disappeared. I don't know, but it's here. It's here for me. Let me see. There's the color picker tool, eyedropper. So I'm gonna find out whether or not this works again, because for the last couple weeks or so, this hasn't been working properly. Like if I were to click on it, or even type the Q key and try to pick a color from the canvas, it wouldn't work. So hopefully they fix that. Color wheel here, transparency bar, preset colors, solid colors, mouse sizes or cursor sizes, paintbrush sizes. But I just use the mouse wheel to adjust the size. And the smallest, like the tiniest size isn't as the tiniest as I can get. It's like about, I don't know, 8 pixels, like 8 actual pixels on the screen, or 4 or something like that, to the tiniest point. There's also a mouse. I added a mouse indicator, so you know when I click and scroll and stuff. Undo, redo, clear to clear the image, and save icon. And then there's a chat button. We can type in whatever. They didn't bring back the emoticons. They used to be emoticons down here, no longer there. Share button if you want to share it to Steam or Scribbler community. I think this would be uploaded to the Discord automatically or something like that. I don't know. It says Scribbler and then there's the Steam button. So the Steam one would upload to the Steam Community Hub, but what about this button? Does this upload to the like in-game or to the Discord? That's what I'm curious about. Interesting though. It sort of stretches the image to the canvas, I think. Yeah, it's like a little bit more stretch. Alright. Let's check that out. Go to options and make sure the audio. There you go. I don't think they updated the music, so it's pretty much the same in-game music over and over. But I tend to have my own playlist on. Right now it's playing Fright Night. My own cover of Fright Night 85. Apparently they're putting out Fright Night 2 Part 2 on Blu-ray. Now I'm talking about the original Fright Night 2, not the remake, not the sequel to the remake, which was terrible. Terrible. Alright. Oh my gosh. I've had I remember watching that recently. Rewatched it though. I did not recall like watching it the first time. I remember watching it. I remember seeing some scenes from it because I was huge into Fright Night, and I was excited to see that there was a new iteration of it with that sequel. But it was so vastly different. And oh man, watching it again, I vaguely recall some parts as it happened. I was like, wow, I think I recall watching this. And then like as we got through, like I paid more attention to it, and getting the story and stuff, and watching it in a group with another friend, and oh my gosh, it was just hilarious. It was just hilarious because they expected one thing, and it doesn't happen. Like the movie doesn't give you that or give you what my friend wanted. It was just hilarious to see their reaction. Ah man, I won't forget it. Yeah, my only memory with that is just that one thing. I still it's still ingrained in my memory. All right. So Ash Williams, eh? Let's see if we can try to think of what I want to fix here. So I think this here, the shape of this, the chainsaw. I'm like blanking out right now. I just woke up from a nap and trying to get back to drawing mode here. There was also an update for OBS. Like, there's like, man, I'm like bombarded with all these updates today. Man, it just all happens to be on this single day, right? I don't know if I can get the OBS thing in view. Here, let me bring over this. So I have, so I'm back to using the two monitor setup, especially for this because this is an app, like a in Windows app, so I can't use like, I guess I can use a third monitor, but I mean that's meant for video games and stuff. But let me see if I can get the MS Paint in view, because this is how I copy and paste things. Hey there, Clapfrog. I made a screenshot of the OBS update. Here, I'll just put it to the side here. I'll drag it to the side. I'm professional, I know. Take a look here. Oh boy. I think no, I see. I wouldn't be able to screenshot it. I mean, I have to do the screenshot method because, I mean, we're using OBS right now, and I had to click the, to move forward to actually use OBS. I had to like click the button at the bottom and stuff. There's a version 29.0 support for AMD audio video encoder for RX 7000 series. Oh boy, hold up. I think I might have that card, which might relate to me in the future. See support for Intel AV encoder, ARC GPUs and okay. Intel encoder. This is a common one here. Intel encoder. Upward compressor filter. 3-band equalizer filter. Support for native encoders. Okay, Mac. Yeah, some more Mac stuff. See update channels for logging into receiving beta. Oh, interesting. Tweaks and improvements. Replay buffer. Display capture screen naming. Saving on Windows index. Should now match regardless of mode. Reconnected displays should show correct monitor. Interesting. Yeah, these are just some important updates. And when I saw this like long list of fixes and improvements, features, I needed to take a look. I needed more time to take a look, so we're doing it on stream. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a pretty big update for sure, but I've seen a lot bigger updates. Just because it's a 29.0, I had to check it out. Previously, 28 point whatever. But this is like a 0.0 update, so you gotta check it out. Various UI accessibility streaks. Okay, so I did notice some UI updates, and at the bottom, the status bar of OBS app right now, it does show some icons that I didn't notice before, and yeah, there has been some UI updates for sure. Raise the speed at which dynamic bitrate recovers after a drop. Interesting. That's gonna help improve a lot. Let's see, audio should now automatically capture for most capture cards brands using video capture device source on Windows. Okay, so alright, cool. Interesting. I know like not everyone has like compatible setups, PC setups and stuff, and audio sometimes does not pick back up through OBS, and like you would have to restart the computer or restart OBS to get it to detect the drivers again for both the audio and or video source, or whether you're using a webcam or a DSLR camera or something. Let's see what else. Add slide counter to source toolbar when an image slideshow is selected. Interesting. Okay, so let me see if I can test it out right now. I think I just like reminded me later. I clicked the remind me later so I can update it later, because I didn't want the update to affect tonight's stream, because we were in a hurry when I went live. So I'm gonna put that away and minimize that for now. Let me bring on the slideshow. This will probably be a long night, I think. Even though it's like a bit past midnight right now. So, past drawings here. These are my past drawings that I've done in Scribblet. All done in Scribblet. Drawn with a mouse. Starting from, I think, 2021. The end of 2021, I did a Christmas drawing with Santa and Krampus here. So let me test out that slideshow thing. What did it say? It said something about slideshow. So add a slide counter to the source toolbar. When an image slideshow is selected. Interesting. Let me see. Counter, huh? Okay, I don't see. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to update it to see the new updates. Well, I'm gonna have to wait till I update it. Anyways, these are the drawings here. I might keep it down here rather than up here, because I was thinking to maybe move it up here. But I think down here is fine. Otherwise, I think like up here, it's a little odd. So I think having it in the corner is just fine. The only thing you can't see is the chat button, which is like a big chat button. But yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna try and maybe get this chainsaw fixed. So I think, let me see if I can get some marks. So this part of the chainsaw I just made it myself, and it's I don't know, it's a bit weird. Like part of it is seems believable, mechanical, but it's not it's not very accurate to how it appears in the films and comics. So it's supposed to be more square shaped, from what I can tell, and it's, I think, a little farther from, with this perspective it should be a little farther out, but we can only fit so much in this, so it's gonna come out looking like this, or somewhat. Like the chainsaw here is gonna be like this length, pretty much. Let's see. I forgot to make note of what model this chainsaw is that they use in the movie. But it should be like shaped like this. A little indents there, and then out here would be where the chainsaw would protrude. So this is how, oh my gosh, this is just so weird looking. So it should somewhat be like this. Yeah. And then there's like some other things inside here, like more of the chain. So I think it goes like something like that, in terms of how the chains inside go. I don't know. At least that's how I'm guessing. Yeah, it's like something like that. I don't know. And there should be more of the wrist, the attachment, and then the duct tape will be underneath it. There'll be pieces of the duct tape that will be underneath it. And then I think there's like a piece of metal that he secures at the bottom or something like that. But yeah, I don't want to do too many marks or else it's just gonna stay permanent. So that's the plan. We can try to fix this chainsaw and add the boomstick, which shouldn't be too hard. I was thinking to maybe add the boomstick this way. Oh man, it's a weird way to point it. So it's like, his hand would be like right there or something. It's so weird how that's gonna. Realistically, I think his hand should be like somewhat like this. And then the shotgun would be, I guess it will be like pointed upward. I was thinking to do something like that. Because he does do that in the movies. But I don't know. I think it'll just be I mean, it look funny if it just points up too. Yeah. If it just points up, it'll be just fine, I think. Still trying to figure this out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me see if we can grab this color. Now here's where we test out the tool. There we go. Look, it's finally working again. Huh. Look at that. It works now. Alright, let's try to get this. Cool, it works now. Man, So I was trying. I was thinking to hop on earlier in the day, but couldn't get things done in time. Um, but now we're on. It's past midnight. I'm gonna try and do more. See what we can do with this image with the time that we have. Well, let's go for a more solid color. We're pretty just gonna cover this area with like blood. It's a bloody color. I do have to make this this chainsaw look like it's pointed towards us. So it's gonna have that, you know, in your face sort of angle. Man, I wish I had more space on the screen. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, if I missed anything in the chat, wait, let me see. Probably move some things around. Trying to get some of the windows to go to the other side. Pushing Scribblet over to the left a little more. Sacrificing some areas that I don't need, so that I can push some of those chat windows over. Man, I didn't think I'll be having to readjust. Okay. I might want to, I don't know. I don't know if I want to adjust the screen brightness and stuff. Gotta make sure that the shape of this is right. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, I hope I don't have to redo the chainsaw again. I can probably fix the shape of it or something. Like, I don't mind. Oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot. But I think the end here, maybe I can extend it. I don't know. But then, like, how I gotta think of how it's gonna align with the arm. Because right now the arm is it's a bit, I don't know. It's a bit bigger than how it should. Like a bit more buff. I made him more buff than he really is, like the character. Let's see. Try gray. Man, I kind of wish that they would have like preset, like a list of like past colors and transparencies, but this is as basic as you can get. with Scribblet creative mode. It's probably more basic than Microsoft Paint. Like, imagine that. Should be a little bit darker, I think. Dun, dun, dun. It's gonna be a long process. Man, I don't know if I would be able to finish this tonight, but I don't know. Whatever we can do within the next like 2 hours, I think. I think that's I don't know. I might get into it. You know, I guess once I get into it, like I'll be like really focused and stuff. So I think this is one of those nights where I would just like keep focused on the drawing, and I don't know, I might go on for a couple hours. We'll see. See, now I feel like I should probably reposition this chainsaw again now. It's gonna be tough trying to move this, but we're only working with like a single layer. So, man, see, like right now, the way I have this, it's like dislocated from this chainsaw here. So let me see if I can redraw how I want to see this go. The shape of this would be somewhat like this, I think. Like it'll be this size. But that's gonna be strange, I don't know. Like you would be able to see the blades, and these are not the correct blades too, so I might have to redo these over again. But it would be cool to see this in like time lapse to see how these blades went. Like I went like, I think I started somewhere up here, I went down this way, and then back to this area. It was just strange. Alright, so I think for the most part of this chainsaw, we'd see the bottom part. And we probably won't see the handle as much. The handle should be like up here, and it should be like vertical. And then there's another one on the side there, but we don't see it on this side. I'm just gonna redraw this. And then part of the engine will be over here. I think. Probably be like a dark metal. I guess this would just be part of the his wrist. So I'll have to readjust this here, how this looks. It's like not clear how this chainsaw looks from the image that I'm using. And it's an image from Ash versus Evil Dead. And one of the other characters that is not Ash is holding the chainsaw. But we do get a clear look at it when it's not like in motion or in an action scene. I guess the handle would be that would have a metal lining, and then I guess it's brown. Oh, gotta draw over the that arm. It comes back over here. It goes in line with the rest of the chainsaw here. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this chainsaw. Apparently there's like more space in here that the chainsaw enters or protrudes out of. Let's get some blacks in there. Sometimes you just gotta look at how certain machines are engineered. And pretty much like research how they work and stuff. Look at videos. Just gotta research. And I only did part of the research. Alright, and then this side here. Okay, so there is a handle back there. Interesting. So it's a handle over here, which is the vertical bar, and then there's another one back here. You can hold it on the side. So I don't know if I want to have it like peek out, but could probably have a piece of it visible, just so we know that there's something there. But this whole side here is the bulkier side. The chainsaw would be protruding from here. Oh yeah, let's try that line tool. Not the best tool, but I mean, it kind of gives you a vision of where it's gonna go. Where the shape of the object is gonna go. I think there's like a one screw over here. This would secure the blade. Somewhat like this. At least we can keep part of the previous chainsaw. But now we have to go over it. And I thought this was gonna end up being like a two-part drawing. I think it might just end up being a three-part. Because now that's just thought, like we were supposed to add some blood and stuff, but I don't know. I think that might be a session on its own. Well, we'll see. Let's make this part disappear. Huh. It doesn't select the brush back. There we go. So I haven't thought about what I want to have for the background. There you go. The blades. Gone are the blades. The chains. Yeah, we gotta reshape this chainsaw. Yeah, we're doing it the hard way. There's no layers. Can't move the things we've drawn around. Oop. Yeah, I also just thought that this plate needs to be like 3D. But it's like a thin sheet of metal. It covers that part. There's also like a screw over here at this end that secures the engine down, I think. This part of the engine should be like a little bit bigger. Let's make that 3D. Huh. Yeah, looking back at this chainsaw, I feel like this part needs to be like maybe a little bit smaller or something. Just gotta angle it right with the rest of the blade. Maybe something like that, I think. Yeah, we should be able to see this side here. And then it would line with this part of chainsaw. Yeah, that means this part needs to be a bit bigger then. It needs to like protrude out here. I'll probably have to reshape this a little bit. Which makes sense. Yeah, this part needs to go out. It needs to go out this way. I think after this drawing is done, and throughout February, or even towards the end of January, kind of want to do something more original. Something, I mean, we'll still have like the horror vibe to it, but I want to try to do something original. We've done so many fan arts the past few months. We had the take a look at the slideshow. Yeah, we had the we went from video games to like movies, horror movies. There's Friday the 13th right there. Jason from Friday the 13th. That's a retro version too, based on the NES video game Colors. I used to play it as a kid. I think that I did a Kirby last year as well, to coincide with a new game. Alright, yeah, it should be like this shape with it. I also need to keep the dark shadows, like scuffed dark shadows there, so that it can retain the dirty look. Yeah, it has to look dirty. Dirty, bloody chainsaw. Alright. Save that. Let's see. Oh, it's Pokemon. Okay, I think I might want to shift some more of the silvery color, gray silvery color, to fill in the rest of this chainsaw. Goodbye, blades. So yeah, earlier I was thinking to maybe bend, like make it more toony looking, and just have it just go all out and just have it like, you know, like a comic book or something, you know. I think that's what I would have done. Just bend the chainsaw like a maniac. But yeah, we'll just keep it to, you know, normal looking, standard, like a more serious yet like 10% toony. You know what I mean? I think that's my go-to style. It's like 10% toony, unless I'm basing it on like an actual toony character, then it has to be toony. See, now it's getting down to the shape, the actual shape of it. Like more accurate, I mean. This part still be dark. I don't know if this part needs to be more rounded or what. I can definitely make it more round. I like them big and round. There we go, something like that. Here, let me try something real quick. you know, feeling nice today, so I might just allow raids. Let's see. There's a setting on in the Twitch stream page where I could allow raids from channel that meet the following requirements. And going by either account age or the amount of viewers that they're going to be bringing over. Or I can deny them all completely by denying all raids. And I tend to just deny all raids just so I don't get distracted. But I don't know. Some days I have it open, some days I don't. But I haven't really opened it up this past like few months, I think. Aside from like one day, I think. There's more settings too. Channels with above thresholds must also meet the following criteria, including my teammates, channels that I follow, channels on my suggested channels list, which could be customized. I think there's a certain amount, but I would have to continue to add to the list to maybe allow only those channels to raid, which is quite nice. Subscribers, affiliate partners, stuff like that. I think one other option, I thought of this idea recently. One other option that they could add is categories. So what if, kind of like the channels in the suggested channels list, what if they add channels in these categories, and there'll be a list of categories that I could select myself. So if they could add another one of those as an option, I think that's what I want to use. Yeah, that way I can just slim it down to just art channels. So if folks that have a channel, currently live in the art category, that would want to send their folks over to another art stream, I think that would be ideal. But yeah, I don't know. Like stuff like that, I feel like it would help improve like overall like how Twitch runs and stuff. Because they're adding all these neat little features to the site. But I don't know. They could definitely improve it a little more. Alright. Now we can get down to creating 3D or more angled version of the chain. I don't know how this chain is going to look. Yeah, I'll probably have to send that tweet out to Twitch and see if they would add that feature. Like, that would be neat. So the detailed raids was added recently, I think sometime last year, and I've been using it ever since. We're testing out, experimenting, testing it out. I know folks that wanted to raid me, but couldn't. They're a bit turned off by that. I think this part needs to be a little more reddish. It should be like so. Yeah, this part needs to like curve in, right? And I feel like YouTube should also do like a raids, like a more detailed raids, because apparently they're capable of raids too. I had a raid last week, I think. Over on YouTube, and yeah, it's just surprising that that is a thing. I think DLive also has it. What else? Trovo? I think Trovo also has it. Kick is a fairly new one, but haven't seen any activity on there yet. I'm looking over to their chat window. I don't see. So all that is just a blank chat window. Oh yeah, apparently there's 2 trailers for Evil Dead Rise, the upcoming film for Evil Dead. It's a new entry. You don't see characters from past iterations. It's all a brand new set of characters. So they're gonna turn this into an anthology. So don't expect to see like Ash make an appearance, or either of the characters from 2013. Perhaps we'll see someone from the 2013, I'm not sure. But it's all brand new set of characters, brand new location. It's gonna be all out evil and bloody. But there's a red band version of the trailer, and there's just a regular version of the trailer that is shown, everywhere else. But it shows like different things in both trailers. But I think the first of which I saw was the red band one for some reason. I mean, red band trailer, you don't often see it. That's the one that's like hidden from audiences. So that was the first one I saw. Alright. Getting down the shape of this chainsaw now. I get the can't wait to get the shadows down. I like this track. Let's see. Some scuff marks up here. I gotta make it look like this chainsaw's been through some stuff. Legendary chainsaw. It still works for Ash. go a little bit more brown. The handle here is mostly brown, I think. Let's get some shadows underneath there. Although I feel like I could probably maybe use the line tool. To guide myself which part I want to shade in. Can also make the line thicker too. There we go, some of that. It's gonna look messy for sure. I think that's the style that I want to go for, like a messy but detailed drawing. I also want to add like lighting from the fires over here. Let's see. Get some flames. Imagine that. I'll have some flames up here. I think there will be like specks of like ember or whatever. Like pieces of the flames just like floating. Or ashes. Oh, that would make so much sense. Like the embers flying and then that'll be cool. Add some over here. A piece of the embers. Oh man. Now we're fixing up this chainsaw. How wild. Alright, let me see if I can get the shirt. Oh, let's not go over the that bar part. So let's get some shadows down there. I didn't mean to make this guy so buff, buddy. He appears more buff now. And I think it's mostly because I have the shirt or the sleeve removed. Normally he would have the sleeve though. I don't know. I think that might have boosted up. Should be like a darker blue over here. Oh, it would be cool if we can make it look like it's like sort of like flames, like his shirt turns into like flames or something. In contrast with the actual flames over here. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Sort of like fade it out a little bit, blend into that. Oh, I didn't get to do that, the daily thing. Let's see what. Oh, I don't even have the page open anymore. Let's see, today happens to be. Oh, it's Thursday now. Hold up, let's see. Oh man, I may have missed it. What was yesterday? It was the 11th, January 11th. Take the Stairs Day. Oh, Arkansas Day. National Girl Hug Boy Day. Oh, Secret Pal Day. Milk Day. Hot Toddy Day. Step in a puddle and splash your friends Day. Heritage Treasures Day. Oh, right. It was World Sketch Note Day. That's what I wanted to add to the Twitch tags, but I think I've already filled up the max number of Twitch tags I can add. I wanted to add the sketch note one, and then also National Learn Your Name in Morse Code. Holy moly! So many days to celebrate in one day. I was a bit overwhelmed by all the app updates, including Windows and stuff. I don't know why Windows wouldn't recognize. It's been like over a year since I even installed the OS on this new drive. But there might have been a recent update or something for Windows that might have installed when I shut down the computer and stuff. And yeah, that could explain some of the slow downloads or some of the lag that I've been having. Should I get some water around? Okay. This part needs to be a little bit more slimmer. And now we can probably see more of the shotgun, so this is great. Let's go a little bit thinner. Lighter, I mean. I think I also need to make that line over here. I'll probably use the line tool as a guide. There we go. Make it scruffy looking. The sound effect. It's like you're playing a keyboard. Ba-da-bum. See, I want to try something. What if I were just to do dots? If I do dots like this, would it look more like chains? I'll just make the dots a little bit bigger as I progress here. I think you just gotta put them in the right spots, though. Oh. Man. Going a little off there. Alright. Yeah, I think this is where the line tool would come in handy. Straighten this out. Although I think the chainsaw would appear a bit different once it reaches up here, I think. There we go, darken that up a bit. Oh yeah, forgot to color this part in. Match it up with the rest of the chainsaw. I think all we need is just black. Blacks and whites to create grays and silvers. Gotta use the right amount. The right amount to create a certain color. It's gonna blend in this section. Seem more darker than it should be. I don't know. I don't want to make this look like it's rounded. It needs to appear more flat because it's like a, you know, like a slab of metal, iron or something. I guess there will be some shiny parts over here. I was trying to add some down here as well. Some scuff marks. Something like that, I think. Yeah, adding some of the scuff marks makes it look more metallic. Especially around here, I think we're gonna need it. It's the part where he will grind up dead flesh. Through flesh and bone. It's gonna be bloody too. So, but let's see a preview of that. Block. It's gonna look somewhat like that. I feel like I could probably add more blood squirting and splashing this way. So it's gonna be a mesh of different colors like this. It almost looks like a face here. Yep, it's gonna be a bad day for zombies. But yeah, I can't wait to add all that. Yeah, save. Let's get some more of these dots in. Come on. I don't know what it is like, but it seems to be lagging a bit. Yeah, I feel like I should probably add like a line around the chainsaw or something. Also need to make this part a little more darker, more shaded. It's definitely coming together though. I don't know what kind of nut that goes down here. Yeah, I think it is a nut. I have to make it look like it's jagged looking and not all smooth all around. So I don't think it's like one of those things that requires like an Allen wrench, but more so the regular wrenches. Should be more dark here. Oh, so there are two of them, okay. There's two of them that go down that way. And then there's like a slot here for the chainsaw to go in, like the blade. Oh, and also there's like a line here. This makes it so that the chainsaw is, like the blade itself, this plate, would be adjustable. That is pretty neat. And that's where the nut here, or screw, or whatever it is, would be purposed. Yeah. And there would be two of them too, to secure it. So I'm guessing this whole encasing or housing could be removed. Yeah, it could be removed, and then you'll be able to adjust the blade. Yeah. Sometimes it just by looking at it, just by looking at the piece of object or whatever, you can learn how it works and what makes it work. I think that's what a lot of artists do. They look at how things are done, and I feel like that's our perspective is. Whereas most common folks would just see it happen at first. That's the first step, is to see it how it happened. Or see it happening and what it does. I think that's what it is. They see what it does, but they don't necessarily see how it works until after the thought, after it already happened. So I think that's I don't know. The way we look at things are a little bit different from the common folks. They would react to it, and just witnessing it. But it's the artist that wonders, like, oh, how it's done and stuff. Because they'd be curious. I think curiosity is what drives us. Curiosity and I don't know. Just wonder. Alright. Yeah, it's someone like this, but I don't know if it's like this amount of space that would be correct here. Otherwise, I think I might have to like reshape this a little more till I end up with this. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Well, it should be like something like this. Oh, apparently Megan, the new film Megan, has garnered millions of dollars. I think I mentioned it the other night. What, 30 million or something like that? 30 million Megan on opening weekend, this past weekend. That's terrific. Just need to see a horror film do well at the box office, especially around this time of year, January. Rarely do we have a horror film come out in January like this. I think we last had Malignant, the James Wan film. That one hit HBO Max. I think it was might have been last year or something like that. Last year or year before. We watched it over on Blondie's Discord. And just stream it through HBO Max and into Discord. That was a fun one. I feel like Megan would probably do the same. I was hoping it would hit HBO Max though, but I think eventually if it does hit any streaming service, I'll probably check it out. I think if there weren't any problems going on over at HBO Max or WB and or Discovery, we probably would have gotten Megan on HBO Max, same as theatrical release. Things that could have been, should have been, but it's unfortunate that they're closing down HBO Max as they're merging with Discovery Plus or whatever that branch is called. It was a great service, like streaming service. Alright, this is probably where we start to see like more guts. Try to make out how the shape of this looks like. Oh, I think this part goes down a little farther, huh? More guts and chains in these parts here. I'll have to figure out how they actually look like. Let's get this part here. Let's go a little lighter. Huh. So I think there's a sort of oh no, I think it's just the okay, so I thought there was gonna be like another like tab that goes around this part here, and that it would cover like this part, but I'm not sure. I think it's just the yeah, I think it's just angled this way. It would go around, but there's no flab or tab or anything. I don't know what to call it. I'm trying to make out how the chainsaw even looks. All right, let's get some darker parts here. Yeah, got some deep reds. It'd be like a darker shadow there. That would make it look more dirty looking. I think I should probably do around the edges too. Have a little curve around the corner here. Along these edges. This is like the this would be how the color of the blood would be. Yeah, mixing in a little bit of this color does make it a little more red, like a deeper red. There we go. Get that bottom there. See a lot of mouse clicks. Also need the shadow of the blade. Man, we completely transformed this chainsaw. It's definitely coming together now. It's more accurate. But sometimes, like when you, I mean, even if you make things up, like you still get the idea down, but it's not accurate to how it should look. You know, it's like trying to draw a motorcycle from memory. Like that is really tough. But I have drawn a motorcycle before, where it's just like a, you know, I look at an image and then I just draw that same image. Just putting it into, just like transforming it into like a pencil form. This was back in high school, early 2000s. And, you know, we didn't have like phones like we do nowadays, or smartphones even, and or apps, websites that would convert images to like pencil drawings or anything like that. And that is just a dream. But, you know, back in the old days, we would try to do it manually. And doing it in actual, like, handmade, human-made, rather than AI generated or digitized, you know, this was like pencil and paper. And yeah, everyone in the class was, they saw that drawing, they were impressed. It's like, whoa. I remember showing it, bringing out that drawing in photography class in high school. And there was one student there, and I was like, oh, that's it, I give up drawing. I was like, no. But it's funny how the human mind works. When you're so focused on one thing and you see someone else do, I guess, you know, I should probably give him some more comforting words, but I don't know. It was just I was just taking it all in for the first time, you know? Like seeing all the reactions like that for the first time, so didn't know how to respond to it. Hey there, Sonic. Do you post these on DeviantArt, or these would go on YouTube? Yeah, these would go on YouTube. Let's see. So for still images, they would get uploaded to Steam. So there's a share button up here. Scribblet Community Hub, I believe this would get uploaded to the in-app artworks page, which I'll show. I guess I could probably go back and show it, but yeah, I would have to reopen the I would have to save this image and then reopen it back afterwards. But there's an in-app gallery, the artworks gallery inside the app itself, and you can view it through there. So I could upload to that space, or I could choose Steam, and then it would be uploaded to the Steam page for this Scribblet page, or Scribblet community, whatever. You know, public, friends only, private, and so on. And then after that, I could probably post the image anywhere I want. But then in video form, it would be converted to a time lapse that I would edit. And there's no telling when I would upload that video. But man, if I do get around to uploading it, editing it, putting it together, uploading it, it would be on YouTube, sometimes Twitter, sometimes Mastodon. I think I have a couple linked on there, but it was just a YouTube link that I would upload or post on there. And also TikTok. I've been using TikTok a little more, and I think I might want to get into posting on Instagram again. Maybe this year, I don't know. I haven't posted on Instagram for so many years, and I feel like I should. I don't know. It's not enough people that that makes me want to post on there. I don't know. I could, try to build an audience on Instagram or something. Let me see. Let's save this. But yeah, I mean, if I were to click back and stuff, I could show the Scribblet art gallery, but just gonna have to take my words. But yeah, there's not many places that I mean, there's a few places here and there. I could possibly maybe upload some of these to like ArtStation and or DeviantArt, the common places, but I don't know. I feel like with the whole AI art going on right now, they'll probably like take out. I mean, even though these are just fan art, it's not really original stuff. But I don't know, because I think they're like ArtStation is doing something where you could identify whether a piece of art is done by AI. Like you can name it AI art or whatever. Like there's tags for some of that. You can add tags to your art, kind of like DeviantArt. I don't know if they said anything about like posting AI stuff, but you can make it so that you can avoid apps from using your art as like, however they work. Would they take like, other people's arts to create and remix more piece of arts, like I'm not sure how it works. I don't really use AI art generators, so but from what I hear from others is that it does read like other people's works and then just like mishmash, hodgepodge all the pieces together to create something else, something new. And then even retaining some of the signatures. I've seen some of that going on, so it's like weird how that generator works, because they possibly use like DeviantArt as like a database to quote unquote borrow to use as resources, and what it identifies as a humanoid figure, it would use some of those parts from those images, and then just read it and then converge all that information into a new image, or whatever the person that's using that generator to come up with a new image. But yeah, it's weird how they do that. I don't know. It needs some place to borrow from. It doesn't always have to be like realistic photos, but I feel like it should just borrow from like actual photos, like photographs. But then that's the same thing too. Like there are photographers out there that that would copyright their own photographs and stuff, original photographs. I don't know. It's just weird how this whole new idea is going around. Still your own original drawing of a character. Yeah, it is. But I didn't create the character. It's just a piece of fan art, but I don't know. I never really like discussed the whole AR thing. I think one person asked what I thought about it. I just said like a line or two about it, but I never really gone into depth and really try to understand how it works and how it's being used as of yet. But I can see it being useful in some ways, and then other ways it's like, I've seen posts where folks use it for their own good and don't really credit the artist. Like, they don't really credit the original artists. And I've seen some groups of people that they make fun of the entire thing, and they would email the original artists and say, hey, we create an AI art contest using your artwork. And it's so weird. I mean, what they emailed the artists, the original artists, like, the original artist was not aware that this contest was going on. But in context, it's something, it just feels not right. I don't know. It was a screenshot of an email, and the entire thing was written in email form. So I read it and it's like, wow, this is just like, this is like a whole nother level, of I don't want to say backstabbing, but it's like in that, I don't know. I mean, these are just strangers that, it's some of the AI art submissions were not aware that is based on someone else's piece of art, but they found out later that it does belong to someone, or belonged, past tense, to someone. So I don't know, it's just weird. We're in a weird space right now where it's like still in its infant form, and we're trying to understand it, trying to learn how to use it properly, because if it gets in the wrong hands, what's gonna happen? I don't know. We've yet to find out. That's the fear of new tools and new technologies, and there is a phobia for that, where folks would be fearful of new technologies, whatever shape and form it is. I don't know. That's like a lot to think about, but I feel like they could create a movie out of this whole idea. And there's probably some movies out there that have already done it. Maybe not specifically like AI art, but like maybe something similar. iRobot, Blade Runner, some of those classics, sci-fis. Like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna come of it, but I don't know. I mean, there's some folks that use it for good. I mean, I know some other artists and aspiring artists that would use the generator as like a way to come up with concept art before actually creating that piece of art. But it's a good tool to create some concepts, quick concept, just to get a visual of it before actually making that specific image like in physical form. I think that's a good way, whether it's physical or whatever medium that they use. Or else imagine like just making a copy of that and then just maybe just editing some certain points of the image. I think that would be, I don't know. In a way, like, it could be like, I don't know, it could be used as like a reference, So you generate it with the generator, and then after that you can use it as like a reference. I think that is the proper way to do it, but it's a tool, so a tool can be used in many different ways. Like how the internet is a tool, the computer is a tool. you know, it could be used for, I mean, intendedly, you know, it's meant for this at first, but then it's up to the user to do whatever that meets their demands or whatever, you know, with that piece of tech. But who would have thought that computers would be used to make art, right? It's meant for a lot of things. But I think when computers were first made, I mean, people weren't afraid of it or anything until a little later. But I think the first real use of it was to be used as a calculator, if I recall. It was meant to input numbers and then, you know, give us the results of those numbers. It was like a, you know, it was just used as a calculator until it got more advanced over time. And, you know, the very first computer used to fill up room, like the entire room, because it was just so big. Like physically fill up the room. It's kind of like how servers are, you know, like imagine servers, like a room, like a server room. But yeah, like one single computer was like that, just a supercomputer. And now it's like a, you know, it's like in every home, in the palm of your hand. Like it's been like decades past, and technology evolves, art evolves, or de-evolve. I don't think it ever de-evolves though. That's funny to think about though. Now this the blades of this chainsaw is looking a little more accurate. I think it's supposed to be like a mix of, oh man, I don't know how this chain even looks like. But it seems like it's gonna be random. There's a lot of these jagged edges though. Jagged pattern chains. Let's go a little bit darker. Yeah, I think that's probably my only spiel about AI art. I don't really have that much of a strong opinion on it. I don't really use the tool. But in regards to like other artists, it is what it is. I'm not in control of it. But I don't know. I feel like it could get out of hand, but then at the same time, there's gotta be like a limitation to how far you go with that sort of thing, you know? Like what is the worst that could happen? Ruin, you know, an artist's career or something? Who knows? Like when is that gonna happen, you know? Maybe that already has, but I don't really pay close attention to that when it would happen, you know? And people get, you know, to different parts of their lives, and who would notice? Unless you're being, you know, you're being featured on like a big website or something. I can see how it would let down a lot of people. Maybe not a lot, but like some artists would be let down by it. And their their user base or customers. I was thinking, what if this whole AR thing or any form of generators would create all these different creations or pieces of medium like whether it's a digital still image, and it gets so advanced that they start making their own like movies and music. And I'm sure there's some out there already that exists, and I'm just now finding out. In the past few days I found out that there's an actual VTuber. Yep, a VTuber that streams, an AI VTuber. Yeah, an AI VTuber, man. And I thought that was just like I was just joking around when this whole discussion about AI art and stuff. I was over at the Yeti.com. They have their own Twitch channel and stuff. I forgot what their username is. The Yeti, I think, could be it. I don't know if they have a .com in their username, but we were discussing like AI art and stuff, and just I was just joking around saying, oh, in before AI VTubers, like what, or AI streamers in general, and now there's a thing. I do recall one of the robots, like NASA robots, I think, that had their own Twitter account, and they would tweet out the status when they're up on the moon and stuff like that. There's an official Twitter. I forgot what that Twitter was for that specific bot. But yeah, it's an actual bot that they sent out to space, and they would tweet out what they're up to, like their status. And I think it's still active. I don't know if it's still tweeting or whatever. But man, wouldn't it be interesting to see like Twitch what's the word? Not bombarded, but like overpopulated. Not maybe not overpopulated, but like we'll get a mix of like AI streamers. Like imagine that. That would be insane. AI streamers, man. I mean, granted, they're just like digital and they run on a computer, so they're basically robots in this digital world, but we're seeing them on another screen. And I forgot what that channel name is. I didn't really look into it, but just know that they exist. That's wild though. Man. Like who knew that it will become a reality, right? We are in the year in the 20th century. Or, within that within the times. Okay. Still unsure how these chainsaw blades are gonna look. Still gonna add the little the balls. Think that would go. That would tie the chain together and stuff. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the toughest, like, most time-consuming art that I do, that I've done so far for Skrilllet here. Bum, 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 bum. This probably won't be this won't be as accurate as it's supposed to. But I already knew that going in. So, let's see, there will be like, the thing with chainsaws is that, see, it was supposed to look like something like this. Like each of these, along these chains, there would be two little, I guess you could call them stubs or something. I don't know. I don't know what the terms for these, with these, you know, mechanical stuff. Let's see. I think it would have these little guys. Alongside here. And then it continues to go on as a chain would. Like that. Should be like that all the way along. Oh man, that's gonna be a long ride, man. It will be forever on this chainsaw. But that would add so much detail though. That would be so detailed. More so than I intended. I think if I had just like kept this chainsaw to the back or something at a farther distance and not the main focus in the forefront, I think I probably would have been fine. I think having the boomstick maybe point out, I think that would have been a more fun and more simpler drawing. So imagine like the boomstick would be like right here. And then he's like pointing it outward like that. You know? Oh man, that'll be hilarious. Say goodnight. Yeah, that'll be. And then whatever how the chainsaw would be. I think I'll probably have him like face like, you know, this way and stuff. The chainsaw would be like over here. Or even down there or something, I don't know. That's probably the other one. In another timeline, that's probably what probably the style that I would have gone for. Or, you know, in alternate reality. But I think this is gonna be a tough one. I feel like each drawing that I do in Skrilllet, it gets more detailed each step of the way. It doesn't matter the character. I think when it's like a realistic character, it gets more and more detailed each time. I don't know why. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I don't know if I should go with that, with these chains here. It will definitely make it look like chains for sure, but oh man, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. But you know what? It is like 2 hours, a bit past 2 hours, but I could probably go for, you know, a complete 3-hour session. So yeah, maybe we can dive into that. The show must go on. Oh. Yeah, I got a feeling this will definitely end up being a 3-part session. Or maybe even more, who knows? I feel like a lot of this part here probably wouldn't even matter because I would splatter blood on them afterwards. So it probably doesn't even matter. You know, I'll just put a few here and there. I'll just try to line it up with the rest of the chainsaw. But apparently, I think there is a line that goes on the inside. So these chains would be right along that line. Let me see if I can line these up correctly. Yeah, I think when they're not in motion, but I feel like they should be in motion. I don't know. They should appear like they're in motion. Because I was thinking to maybe add like I don't know, something over here or something. Like a hand? Maybe not like a sawed hand, but like... Oh, I could probably do a sawed hand. That'd be cool. I was thinking to maybe have like a zombie hand come out here. And that part could be sawed. And it probably would appear more gory. I don't know. Man, sadly, hopped on a little late. I'm still thinking about it. Still thinking about how late that I hopped on. I just got too busy during the day. Oh, I think what I could do is... probably make these like little small triangular shapes and see... I mean, who would notice if it was like whether it's a circular shape or triangular shapes. Oh, it started to get a little bit more tricky down here. Let's see if we can get some lighter shades here. Oh man. bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I think if I had hopped on earlier, like during the day, there would probably be a lot more folks around. Right now, I'm thinking of a certain group of people, but they who also do art, but then they have that they're setting up a like a community art session, or I guess yearly art contest. It's not really. It's not really like a contest, but like I don't think there's any prizes or anything. But it's just to just something for the art group to look at some of the arts, you know, that we do and stuff. And I don't know. I think I might participate. So I think February would be the month where I do some of that art, I think. Or within the following weeks, I think, after this drawing. So after I finish this Ash Williams one, I'll probably get started on that. And it's gonna be an original piece, I think. Where the chains start to rotate. Let's go a little stronger. I think this should be like a little bit more bigger, huh? I think I should maybe start to connect these together. Like so. Man, it's like so technical. Mechanical and technical. Oh, look at that. Look how well that's coming out. Man, it's like cooking a meal and then like seeing that results are, you know, when you're baking a cake or baking cookies or something, and you see the end results are like, wow, smells good, looks good, tastes good. Getting that same feeling with art. Because sometimes you think of like how you're gonna go about like drawing a certain section of, you know, an object or a character, and then you're not sure if it's gonna result how you think it's gonna go, but you can hypothesize and theorize on how to do it, on how to get there. And then the results, you know, they could probably not come out right, but you can always fix it. I think that's the you know, the small amount of hope is that you can always fix it, even though it could be like a big fix or just a small fix, but you know, it's always fixable. Like finding ways to fix your art is a great thing. I think these two are supposed to connect. Alright, that's fine. I like this section here, where it's just all like at an angle, but then also it just like floats in. Or I can start adding the spiky stuff. See, like each individual blade or spike or whatever you want to call it, like I could do them individually to get better results, but oh man, that's gonna be a lot of work. So I think what I can do is just randomly just go about it and just hope that it would line up with the rest of the image. I think that's what I'll probably do. So as long as I get those chains in to make it look like they're chains, I think that should be enough for me. Yeah, these are all going to be covered with blood anyway, so I probably shouldn't focus too much on this. That top part is probably where I want to get more details in. Alright, so these are connected. Oh. Well, I feel like with every click that I do, like if there's like a bunch of clicks, it seems to lag like other apps or something. Or even this app, it comes back to this app, it lags. Just make sure to save that. This part I need to fix here. Oh boy. This part should be like closer together, I think. If I move this one over. I sort of miscounted which ones are supposed to connect. This one, these two should be together. It's a little laggy. Let's get a little bit darker here. I think what I can do is I can make it like grayer in between rather than drawing over it again. Because this part here should be, it's gonna be a line here anyway, so yeah, just getting these in between here. Yeah, I think they're supposed to tie in with that other side, right? There should be another side that has another set of chains. And then each of these would hold the a piece of the spike or blade or whatever. Yeah, I think it seems to come out like one small one and then one bigger one, like so. One small one, one bigger one. And sometimes they curve towards the left, and the other chain would curve towards the right. Something like that. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot to do. It's gonna be a lot, but at least we're now getting it more accurate. kind of know how it works and stuff. Oh man. It's gonna be a whole lot. It's a whole lot to do. Yeah, one small one, one big one. This one would face the other way, I think. Don't want to curve it too much though, but I just want to make it so that it's apparent. There you go, something like that. Go again. I think maybe this time I'll probably make it a little bit bigger. Because it's supposed to appear more like 3D in an angle. So kind of make the blades look like they're in 3D at an angle to line up with the chains. Okay, the small one's not so important. This is the bigger ones, the bigger spike. That would be. Oh man. Oh. Oh boy. So you can gray this part out. Yeah, I think using the black color and rather than the gray would be more safe. That way it doesn't color the background here. Because I could go in between and just not have to worry about the background. Because it's the same color as the background currently. I should go in here a little further in. Just so I can separate the chains. Although I feel like maybe I could add like a blurred vision of the chain so that it looks like it's moving. So I think having these, even though they've been done by accident, but I could make it so that it's intentional. You know what I mean? Yeah. So have it fade out a little bit into the background. I think that's a good idea. Let's get in between here. I feel like I need to darken this part up. Go around each of the chains and stuff. Certainly use more shadows here. Okay, might have to fix this this part here. Just add a little bit of shadows to this. Colorize it. Also, not sure about the shape of it though. They're supposed to end up looking like beans, but I shouldn't probably bend them. Or they'll look too much like jelly beans. I could try to stretch them, but I shouldn't curve them, or else they won't look like, you know, how they're supposed to. Alright, greenify this a little. Let's get back in there. We should make like a darker, should have like a darker, like a darker part underneath it, so that there would be like a shadow underneath each of these parts. I think this is fine. Oh. Man, you gotta commit. You gotta commit to a spot and stick with it. Because once you, man, it's like so laggy too. But try to not click on the right or the wrong spot. There you go. Alright, now it's coming along. Now we can actually see the chains a little more clearly. Oh, wrong spot there. And sometimes like the mouse is not in the right location due to the like the lag, and I guess the DPI is not that big compared to mouses nowadays. But we're pulling through for show. Alright, for this part here, let's get a little bit bigger. Alright. Nice, we got one side. Let's make sure to save that. One side done. Let's get some more of these dots in. These are meant to be linked here, while these two are linked here. I think what I should do is I should probably make the links first and then do the dots. I think that's a strat. Yeah, I think having those two done first would be ideal. You know, I want to try. Let's see how the line tool works. Can we get it as thick as we want it? Oh my gosh, that's a little too big there. Yeah, getting closer. Oh, okay. See, now this makes things a little bit easier. Rather than doing it by hand, I can just use the line tool. Because the line tool has like a round corners rather than sharp corners. Otherwise, it would be like a square or whatever. Like these are sharp corners. Well, the line tool is round. Alright. Let's get these in order. Oh, interesting. So when you try to change the size, the entire shape, the entire line would be you know, resized as well. So I think that's the only downside. So, because I would think that it would be more dynamic. So you could start off with like I was thinking you can start out with like this size, and then it would decrease as you go, but then also retaining the first one that you click. This would retain the same size, and then you know it would be like an oval shape or whatever, you know, or like an egg shape. You can't really do an egg shape. It'll just retain the same shape all together in a single click, whatever. And much like a jelly bean or pill. So it'd be pill shape rather than like an egg shape. Which I kind of wish that it does. I don't know, but it doesn't. Oh, that's a little too big there. Sometimes going manual is you have more control when you go manual. Okay, I think for these change, I could probably tilt it up a little. Yeah, I think I'll probably just tilt it. Gotta decrease the size. Huh. Oh man, I don't know about that. But I think I could probably just like line it up same way how I did this, or maybe just like have it all straight along the way. Because I think there would be a part of this chainsaw that would be in sync this way, and then at the end here they would just turn in order end to end. But like as you come around here, I don't know, I was thinking to maybe just have it maybe like this one here, this side. Or at least close enough, I think, to make it look like an actual chain. Let's go a little bit lighter. Oh, gotta increase the size. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna have to darken that up later. Okay, let's go over these. Oh, a little too off and out of place. What? I can feel a lag on this. Sometimes it gets back to normal, but sometimes it just lags so much. It's like I'm using a 90s computer or something. Oh, there we go. It's coming out. It's coming together. Gotta have the right spacing for each of these. Oh. It doesn't always have to be like perfect, but yeah. Try to get down as much as you can. I think this is where I start to gotta refix it as I go. Oh boy. These chains. Gotta break these chains. And I was just like looking at these chains and see what else can fix here. All right, it's definitely coming together. I think what I can do next is I can probably have the lining of the chains. I think what I can do is I can probably darken these like underneath. Let's just use the black color. And that's another thing too, we can't zoom in on this. Single layer, we can't zoom in. Like this is not meant to. It isn't meant to be like this. Like this creative mode. It's just simply made and not meant to be used in such a way like this, you know. But I tend to, I don't know, I want to make use of it to see what we could come up with. And pushing the limits of this app. But sometimes like it's just mind blowing what you can do it's got like all the basic tools that you need to make whatever you want to make. And the results, you know, is what's gonna blow people's minds. It's that shock value, you know. I think that's what makes this interesting. Is that it can be done. It can be done. It's possible. These dark lines. I can always fix the inside of this afterwards, but trying to get the edge of these is just you gotta be really precise. I feel like if I ever to do like a Leatherface, because Leatherface would also have a chainsaw, and if I ever come down to doing that, I'm gonna make sure that the chainsaw is smaller than how it appears here. Because oh boy, I think the most time-consuming part of this image is this chain, the entire chainsaw, but especially this chain. Holy moly, man. Look how accurate we had to get it down to looking. Let me stretch for a bit. Oh boy. Oh man. So far it's turning out pretty well. I dig it. Alright. We're almost reaching the 3-hour mark. I'll probably keep going for a few more minutes. Let's get that line tool. Let's see if we can get one along this way. I feel like it needs to be a little bit darker though. Maybe also one down here. Yeah, there needs to be like some sort of line in order. Oh, I don't want it to go over that too much. Alright, I think from this point here, I can probably do it manually. Mr. Fancy Pants. Messing up some of these parts here. But it's okay, I can probably draw it over it again. With some of the parts that I need to fix. Here we go. Oh man, yeah, something like that, I think. Alright. We're gonna start adding some more, continue adding some more blades. Let's go a little lighter. I think down here it wouldn't matter as much, but I think once we get up here is where the blades would be more seen. Down here is fine, I can probably darken it up. But I'll just have like a few spikes here and there pop up. There you go, something like that. Look how this top part is like, there's a shadow behind it. As if it's like in motion. Just go a little bit lighter. let's take a look at this here. This one's bending this way. Like some of these blades, or what do we call it, the chains themselves, they're shaped in a way where you didn't think that it would be shaped. Like they would be like hooked. Like supposedly it's supposed to like hook around like that. For some reason. Some chains do that. They look like they're hooked like this. Which is odd when you think about it. And then the two things would be like securing that down like that. Oh, it goes around, I think. So it's just this part that would like come out. Very thin piece, but it would be like bent that way. Like almost like a claw, like a mini metal claw or finger. But it would be like that. And it would carve into the wood. You know, when you cut down a tree or whatever. But yeah, supposedly that's how it's supposed to be like. But maybe we can customize our own shape of these chains or whatever. Reshape that. Reshape each of these beans, these chains, bean chains. Oh yeah, I booted up Fall Guys. Check up on those beans and the updates. They've already got a new update in. A new set of new costumes in the shop. They kind of look they look alright. And I didn't get to play any rounds to further play. I think we still got a few more days until that thing expires. But I might be able to get some more of those hearts for that event that they got going on. Let's get one more spike here. This one I'll probably keep it to like a smaller blade. And this one I'll make it a little bit bigger. These should be jaggedy edged. Kind of look like teeth in a way. Oh man, that after doing these closer ones, it makes me want to go back and make them similar shape or something. I want to think that each of these, like one is off to the side like this, and then the other one is like out to the other side. So it's like a lot of jaggedy chains we got going. I think for this one, we'll be off to this side here. Just want to get this part over with first. This next part here will be down. Then bring it up on the next one, just a tiny bit. Oh, my mistake. Man, it's good that they have an undo button. Undo, redo. I think this one should be a bit bigger, right? Oh man, so close to finishing the chain here. I think we got it down though. Let's make sure. Make sure these are set first before I move forward. Try not to touch the, you know, these two here. There's like a border around it I want to keep, but I also want to thin it out so that it looks more compact. Might have the shade go in and shade some parts, especially this part here. Oh man, I gotta check my Pokemon after this. Pokemon Unite, I mean. Gotta grab those coins. Yeah, I was supposed to keep the that faded part in, but oh well. Oh boy. Yeah, let's save that. I think what I could do is just like have it blend in. Like I'll just take this color. Just go like, I don't know, something like that. Just fade it in somehow. Because like after using that black to fill in the shade, it must have blended all that in and cleared it out. So now the image looks a little bit clearer around this part here. Let me fix this part up a little bit. And what if I were just to do like small spikes, like how I did over here? Like up here, they definitely seem a bit bigger and stuff, but it's not like what you would imagine when it's over here. Just finished jogging? Nice. You go for a mile, you go for 2 miles. Is that in-home jogging or is it like actual outside, outdoor? I would imagine it'd be pretty chilly out there. I know some would still go outside though. Oh, you're going by time. Man, jogging's nice. I always remember, I think my friend and I would jog together around a baseball field. Our old middle school field. Like normally we would take like 2 laps around. Yeah, 2 laps around. That would be like a full mile, I think. Inside on the treadmill, playing Paper Mario and AC while I jogged. Is that the GameCube? I assume that's the GameCube version, or maybe the Switch version. Because there is a Paper Mario on the Switch. Yeah, I just remember that now. Okay. We got these chains down. Oh. I don't want to turn these into like shurikens or anything. Just go back into here and reshape this a little bit. Kind of almost look like claws jutting out of each of these chains. But maybe that's the intent. All right. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna save this. Oh man, we got a lot. This whole change of the chainsaw is a lot better than how it looked previously. Oh man, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so much better. Although, I don't know. It's a bit toony, but, you know, maybe not 100% accurate, but it's accurate. It's more accurate than it was before. But man, yeah, this is definitely going to be... There's going to be another part, a part 3, I think, possibly next week. Or, I guess I can probably slip in some scriblet drawing during the day or something. I don't know. If I feel like I could fit something in during the day, I probably would. Possibly Saturday or Sunday or something. I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of up in the air. Or, you know, I could probably just solidify it to just Wednesday. Alright. So I think tomorrow, I'll be probably back onto that once under Generations, not Generations, 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. But yeah. And then possibly Fall Guys on Friday. I'm not sure. Alright. Thanks all for dropping on in, hanging out, while I read about AI art. Yeah. Be back tomorrow. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night and or day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.